Hello guys, Tony K, Mr. Fix-It, how are ya? Today, I'm going to take you on a no heat call. And I already troubleshot the situation and I know what I needed, so I just got back from the supply house. And let me get to where I am and we'll take a good little peek here and I'll teach you a little something. That's kind of easy. Do it yourself. Don't need a plumber. They'll charge you big money. I mean, you know what I'm all about. I don't want to take plumbers out of business, but I'm not saying they're bad people. They're just expensive, and they should be, because they have liability, and there's a helper and a truck, and there's overhead. So I don't knock that. I just think do-it-yourself people, men in particular, get off your ass and fix your own crap in your house. I mean women too. I mean, come on, I'm not being a jerk here, but I do mean young men in particular got to learn some trades these days. But anyways, here we are with a no heat call. The first noticed is the flame was not lit. You remove this cover and this flame is not lit. So any attempt to try to light it, which I tried, it would go out. Let me try to set this up for you so you can see what I mean. This is always tricky. So there's your gas goes through there and comes out to the end. Is comes from the gas valve, and then there's what's called a thermocouple that sits right underneath it. And if I can get this stupid lighter out. There's a thermocouple in there, and when you go to light your valve, there it goes, it lights up. And now you hold your gas valve down. That's what you're supposed to do for at least a minute and a half before you release it. And what I mean is the gas valve up here at the top when you're lighting your pilot, if you know what I mean, there's this little doohickey. You have to turn it one click over, push down. That sends the gas through the valve and sends it right this direction. Now, there's what's called, this is a thermocouple. And this is a sensor. And it senses that flame. And when the flame goes, when it burns out, it shuts the gas down. It makes sure that no more gas is just leaking into the air. And it also helps keep the pilot light on because it'll sense the heat from it and it'll provide the gas and allow it to come through. But if there's a failure in any way, that pilot will not light and the gas will shut off. So you can see I'm still holding the button down. I held it long enough. I'm going to let it go and it went out. So that's an indication in the troubleshooting process to start with this thermocouple. So this comes out. You can purchase it anywhere. I just got mine at Home Depot. And this is the component, and that rod right there, that silver rod that's there, that's the sensor. That's what feels the heat. These are the little connectors that help connect it in the back. And it's pretty simple. It's just to disconnect here, and then you follow the line under here. But what I do is I take this tube out actually, and I'm going to pull a pin here, and I'm going to pull this tube right out so that I can work with it. I'll be able to disconnect here. So I'll go through that process right now. I don't want to bore the heck out of you with all of that gobbledygook. So I'm going to do something here with my camera for you. I'm going to end up turning it sideways. I'm going to go this way. Let's see how that works for you. So right in here is a cotter pin. I'm going to pop that right out. Oh, just a flathead. Hey, but on a minute, come on. break. Easiest part of the job is taking this thing out. There we go. Bam. Okay, that's that. Now you can push the tube forward and it will come out from where it sits. All right, now before you do any of that, turn the gas off. Turn the gas off also here. That's your gas. If your gas is straight up and down with the pipe, even if the pipe's going this way, if it's going with the pipe, that means it's on. All right, when it goes this way, anywhere on the pipe, it will mean it's off. If it's not parallel, it's this way, it's off. So we're going to turn this to off. I'll put this back down. Okay, gas is off. First piece I want to disconnect is right here. You want to be very delicate with these pieces. You gotta hold this because you don't want to break it off. Might be easier if I do it up here then. That one doesn't seem to want to come off. This is easier. That's much easier than trying to break this free from here and then end up possibly damaging that area. So it was actually a smarter idea to come up here. You see, very simple. It just comes right out. It's just a screw. And then now we're able to manipulate this out. Now we can get to the thermocouple right there. Unscrew it. Unscrew from here. Idiot. All right, now you're just going to remove the thermocouple from here, and I'll get you the new one back in there in a second. Sorry about the camera, guys, I know. And screw it from here now. What I'm doing is I'm turning this nut right here out. Backing it out. There it is, the old one. So now this is a coil that you can, manipulate. Just be careful, you don't want to put a sharp bend in it. Comes with these pieces. This piece and this piece. And we're gonna go ahead and put these pieces on. Slide this one on first. And you slide this in. I'm gonna go back over here so I can use the muscle. And there you go. I'm sliding that in and all the way down. There we go. Right back into our housing here. Just tighten it right up. get to the wrench here again. Okay, so nice and tight in there. So what we want to do now is we're going to put this back into place. Okay. Bring this coil down. Bring it up. Follow this line. Manipulate it so that it will come up and out the bottom the same way. So we'll go in. There we go. A little manipulation here. Just be careful. You'll see the slot in the back where you have to match this piece, put it into, and it slides in like that. Then you slide this back forward, lock her in, and then we take the cotter pin, put that back in, hold it down, snap that bad boy back down in there. Move this out of the way. There we go. Lock her in. All right, now let's come out here with our coil buddy. Let's straighten it out so that we know it's going to go in nice, right straight in. Make sure you don't strip these threads. Got to make sure that you don't, what I do is I spin it backwards so that I make sure that I catch it first, and then I make sure that I got a clean spin in the beginning. Giving me a hard time here. Oh, because I'm doing it wrong. That's right. Probably going the wrong way. Ay, come on. What the hell's going on here? Well, I don't want to bore you guys to death. I'll be right back. I'm going to get this in. Alright, so I got it back in here. Now we're going to make up our connection again here. Bring this right back in. Tighten it up, don't over tighten it, there's no need to. Once you feel snug, give it one little torque after that, don't go crazy. It is gas, so you do want to tighten it down good, that's for sure. You don't want no leaks after. Alright, this one's about tight now, one more time. Alright, so let me show you the old one. See how it's all burnt. After a while it gets burnt out here and it just stops sensing and it won't work, it fails. And these are typical, I don't know, I've seen these go for years and then I've seen them go for 2 or 3 years. Depends. But thermocouple. Alright, we're done there. Now let's see if I turn the gas back on, if that was the problem. So now we go here and we get our gas back on at the valve. And we push in, let the air out again. And there we go, we got flame. Now, we're gonna see if that worked. And once we find out that worked, we'll go upstairs, we'll turn the thermostat up, and these bad boys will fire up for us. Hopefully. So in a new one, you want this flame to hit it for a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna let this ride for a minute before I let it go. So plumber would probably come in here and charge you 2 hours, 2 men, 2 hours minimum. They're usually, you know, $1.40, $1.80 an hour. Bam, I let go of the valve. Turn your valve to on. Let's see if it fires up. Bam, baby. We got heat. So I did this on my own. Cost me $14 for the thermocouple. Alright, ladies and germicides, and thank you for joining me. I appreciate everybody. My subscriptions are going up, 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 up. I really appreciate it. I just love to help people. I hope it does get out there, and I've actually done some good help for people. All right, take it easy. Happy New Year. Take care.